The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is all set to tackle one of the biggest complaints users had with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, that annoying grainy display issue. While Samsung is skipping the cutting-edge M14 OLED technology that has made waves in devices like the Pixel 9 and iPhone 16, they seem to have figured out a way to improve the display quality significantly. Here's the scoop. There's a rumor floating around that the Galaxy S25 Ultra could come equipped with a new M13 Plus OLED panel, an upgraded version of the M13 panel found on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. While it's not the M14 that some had hoped for, the M13 Plus is expected to fix the graininess problem that plagued its predecessor, offering a much smoother viewing experience. The key difference here is that Samsung seems to have tackled the graininess issue head-on with the M13 Plus, making sure the display looks sharp and clean. And even though it won't have the flashy, next-gen features of the M14 OLED, it still brings some solid improvements, especially in terms of power efficiency and color performance. Expect content to look even more vibrant, with richer colors that pop on screen, all while maintaining a solid battery life. However, don't get your hopes up for a significant brightness boost. The M13 Plus is rumored to focus more on color accuracy and energy efficiency rather than cranking up the brightness. This makes sense since Samsung is aiming to keep costs down for the upcoming Galaxy S25 series, which also leads to another interesting tidbit. It looks like the S25 models won't see a price increase despite the display upgrade. So, Samsung is making sure you get a better viewing experience without hitting your wallet too hard. All in all, while it might not be the most advanced display tech out there, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is shaping up to fix some key issues from the S24 Ultra while still keeping things affordable. Not bad, right? Apart from this, a fresh leak shows off the Galaxy S25 Ultra through some dummy units, giving us a pretty good idea of what the flagship might look like in the real world. Leakers Jukan Losrive and OnLeaks have shared some shots of the Galaxy S25 Ultra dummy units on X. The images show off the device in sleek black and white. The back of the phone gives us the best view, and while the camera layout looks pretty similar to its predecessor, the cameras themselves now sport concentric rings, a design that's more in line with the Galaxy Z Fold 6. The Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, didn't have this design. If you look closely, you'll also notice the rounded corners, which are a bit softer than those on the S24 Ultra. Good news for anyone who thought the S24 was a little too sharp to hold comfortably. The flatter sides are a nice touch, though a side profile would have given us a better look to really judge the feel. On the front, the dummy unit isn't as exciting since the display is missing, but we can still tell that the screen is pretty flat, and the side frame looks nice and flat too. Alright, folks, let's dive into the full specs, design details, and expected pricing of the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S25 series to help you figure out which one might be your next smartphone. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any updates. We've got a lot to cover. First up, the standard Galaxy S25. The Galaxy S25 is set to rock a 6.36-inch dynamic AMOLED display. This screen isn't just pretty to look at, it promises improvements in brightness and color accuracy that will really make your content pop. You'll get a 120Hz refresh rate along with HDR10+ support and a sharp resolution of 1080 by 2340. Plus, it's all protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. So, durability is key. For selfies, you've got a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera up front, while the rear features a triple camera setup, including wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lenses. The exact sensors are still under wraps, but we can expect some solid photography capabilities. Under the hood, the S25 will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in the US, while global models will have the Exynos 2500 or MediaTek chipsets. You can choose between 8, 12 gigs of RAM and storage options, ranging from 128 gigs up to 1 terabyte, all using speedy UFS 4 technology. This beauty is equipped with a 4100 mAh battery that supports 45-watt fast charging. And yes, it'll come with all the modern connectivity options you need: 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband support. It's launching with One UI 7 based on Android 15 and is expected to hit shelves starting at around $800 in January 2025. Next up, the Galaxy S25 Plus, Moving on to the Galaxy S25 Plus, this model features a larger 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display with the same fantastic brightness and color improvements. You'll also enjoy a 120Hz refresh rate with HDR10 Plus and a resolution of 1440 by 3120, all wrapped up in Gorilla Glass Victus 3 for extra protection. Selfie lovers will still get that 12-megapixel punch-hole camera, and the rear camera setup mirrors the S25 with wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lenses, though we're still waiting on specifics for the sensors. This one's also powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in the US and Exynos 2500 or MediaTek chipsets globally. You'll get 12 gigs of RAM with storage options of 256 or 512 gigs, again using UFS 4 technology. The battery gets a boost to 4900 mAh battery that supports 45-watt fast charging, and all the connectivity goodies like 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband support. It's launching with One UI 7 on Android 15 and is expected to start around $1,100 in January 2025. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This powerhouse will feature a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with the same stellar improvements in brightness and color accuracy. It also boasts a 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus, and a stunning resolution of 1440 by 3120, all shielded by Gorilla Glass Armor 2. For selfies, we're expecting a 12-megapixel camera, with some exciting rumors hinting at it possibly being the first S-series phone to have an under-panel camera. On the rear, you'll get a quad camera setup that includes wide, ultra-wide, telephoto, and a periscope lens. Again, specific sensors are yet to be revealed, but we might get a new 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens. This flagship will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 across all regions, and will come with 12 gigs of RAM, and this time you might also get to see a new 16 gigs variant and storage options of up to a whopping 1 terabyte, all utilizing UFS 4 technology. The battery here is a robust 5000 mAh battery that supports 45-watt fast charging. As with its siblings, it will support 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband, and it's set to launch with One UI 7 based on Android 15. The starting price? Expect around $1,300 in January 2025. Overall, the Galaxy S25 series looks promising, with some familiar elements from its predecessor, but also exciting enhancements, especially with the Ultra model. The exclusive Snapdragon release means we should see some solid performance improvements across the board. The new design of the S25 Ultra is a refreshing change, especially since previous models had a similar look for a while. Plus, there's a lot of focus on AI, with the collaboration between Samsung and Google, which means we can expect some cool new features at launch. While those of you rocking an S24 might not feel the urge to rush out and upgrade, anyone with an older S model or those considering their first Samsung phone will find these devices very appealing. The launch is still a bit away, but we can expect plenty more leaks as January approaches, and I'll be here to share them as soon as they pop up. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.